Good morning and happy Friday. Miserable Friday. Is it pissing it down? Well, it won't be for you, Aussie Gooner.
Nah, that's fucking awesome.
Huh?
That's my phone, dude. That's my message.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay. Nah, it's minging here. George D, same way you are, right?
Yeah.
Shit, it's not raining though.
It's absolutely pissing it. Bro, I feel like I'm in Manchester. It's throwing it down here.
I don't know how it's not raining where you are, George. Where
he's found a way. Bro, do you know what? I was
trying to... don't live near each other. I don't know.
No. I'm saying
hold on. So backstage, yeah, Aussie Gooner noticed that I had a look in my eye, right? And I was just trying to check out results last week to see how D is going to find a way to argue with George, right? The stream has started.
Now he's trying to find a way to argue with me about how the weather is.
About how the weather is, bro. Like, listen, put D and George in a room, they will argue. Fucking hell, man.
No, I'm just confused. I'm just confused about the weather. I mean, it's typical English weather, isn't it? So.
And you both drew in the south, innit? In fact, all three of you, hold on, I'm on a panel full of drawers. All three of you drew.
Yeah,
I can draw the. I can draw the Premier League table right now. For you, give me a sec. Let me just get a pen.
Do you know what? I actually just saw something. Yeah, I got a super chat. I was just on my channel, and someone super chatted in saying that the other day on the football terrace, someone super chatted in saying that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League game week 32.
Was there an Arsenal fan?
Bro, I mean. I would imagine.
You reckon?
So game week 32 is when they play Man City at the Etihad. So they're saying they're going to win it. They're saying they're going to.
It's the same as Hooks last year, Anfield 89 and all of that rubbish.
I mean, for me, the thing is, yeah, if we're looking at like games that City might lose, then Anfield away, yeah, is one that we almost always lose. That's not till after game week 32. So I'm already looking at it thinking, now I can't see that happening, mate. What type
of psychic do you have to be to predict that Arsenal?
You just need to be an Arsenal fan, bro. You just need to be an Arsenal fan. You don't need
to it's all right for people to get excited. You know, there's only going to be one or two. You know what I mean? And some of them are going to throw money at fucking the football terrace to get their fucking voice heard. Mate, come on now, it's all right. It's all right. You got to have a few of these people. Come on, you got to have a few.
Do you know what? Another one that was mad good, yeah. One other clip that I saw the other day, yeah. It was DR Sport, right? And it was I didn't see what Arsenal fan was there. It's probably Robbie, to be fair, but Matisse was there. A City fan was there. I don't know his name, and AGT was there, the Liverpool fan. And basically, I think Robbie was probably cooking AGT, and AGT comes out with, looks at the City fan and goes, "Yeah, but at the end of the day, out of everyone, who was your toughest title race?" Yeah. And at that point, Matisse just goes, "Bro, this team is slapping you round the back of the head every morning on the way into school, and you still want to be friends with them at lunchtime. Bro, they're not interested." And then the City fan goes, "Can I answer though?" He goes, "It's not Liverpool." He goes, "It's not Liverpool." He goes, "There's only one team that we were equal on points with and won by goal difference, and that was Man United." Bro, he's not even fucking lying. Like, he's actually telling the truth, bro. We literally won that league in the last
title race was the first one you had. Like, it was the first facts. It was never these Liverpool fans keep trying to go, we were 1 point behind.
Yeah,
you know,
we were the toughest. We pushed City all the way. No, United pushed City all the way. Liverpool never did. Bro, the other one is, the mad one is as well. If you look at the Villa one, yeah, on the last day of the season, we were 2-0 down to Villa. Liverpool still weren't top, you know, because they were drawing 0-0. They didn't go 1-0 up till after we were 3-2 up. So Liverpool were never top on that last day of the season as well. So,
are you confident now? Are you a bit more confident? Are you a bit more confident that you're going to be in the title race this season?
I've said for a few weeks that I think we're going to be in the title race. I'm still not screaming we're going to win the league yet, because, like, I do look at, like, a great example. Our first game back, Newcastle away, very difficult game. Like, now if we win that, all of a sudden that confidence gets a little bit higher. But that Newcastle game is a very tough game, man. So, you know,
Arsenal got Tottenham.
It's a bit premature, though. It's a bit premature this early in the season, right? Let's be honest.
This is all.
Everyone's sitting there. Everyone's sitting there going, we're going to win the league. 3 games. We've won 3 games. It's game week 3. We won every game. We're going to win the league. Fucking relax yourself, man. At least hit 25 or 26. Just a bit. Get in the mix.
Yeah, for me, this is like when you watch like a marathon, yeah, as in Olympic marathon, yeah, and you have the you have the pace setter, right, who's out at the front, right. Up until February, for me, that's where you are. And then in February is when the pacemaker drops off, and that's where the race begins. Up until then, it's all about getting yourself in the best possible position. Of course, you can be too far behind, right? And that's the key at the moment, because after last week, you dropped points to Sunderland. All that did for me is just a reminder that you will drop points, right? It doesn't make me go, that's it, Arsenal are Arsenal are going to bottle it again. Like the way I started seeing people screaming about Arsenal bottle it last weekend, I thought was mental, because I thought, bro, they drew one difficult game away from home. It is a good reminder to Arsenal fans. To those Arsenal fans that were getting carried away, though, it's also a reminder that you're getting carried away too early, right? That there's going to be a lot of... There's very rarely a league, I'd probably say, what is it, 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 4 leagues where there's no twists and turns.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, in the last 10 years, you're going to say when Liverpool ran away with it, and when City did 100 points. Apart from that, there's always twists and turns in the title race, always, and it's never fucking decided in November.
I still think Arsenal got the most balanced squad in the entire league going into the season. So I think Arsenal are still in the best position to go and win the league, despite the draw against Sunderland. But I think what you said is also right as well, because even me speaking to some Arsenal fans going into the Sunderland game, some of them were like, if we concede a shot, then that'd be a problem. We'll still go out there, beat Sunderland, and continue. I think the defensive record, which was very good, which is still very good. They have got the best defense in the league. But it was never going to go on as it was in terms of like Arsenal not conceding a shot on target or Arsenal not conceding a goal. So let's see how they bounce back. I think they will bounce back. Tottenham's going to be interesting because I think Tottenham has been absolutely rubbish. Especially in the last game against Man United, up until Xavi Simons came off the pitch. They were creating absolutely nothing in that game. And Mateus Tuchel and Odegaard changed it. So maybe if Thomas Frank changes his starting 11 and maybe his approach, then they'll be good. But Tottenham, it should be, right now as it stands, it should be a fairly comfortable game for Arsenal, the Tottenham game, if they're going to be performing as they have done. Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing that you look at that, right? So City play Newcastle on the Saturday at 5:30. So very similar to fucking when Arsenal had to go up to Sunderland 5:30. Not a nice part of the country to go up. Not a nice time of the year to go up there to play them at 5:30, right? So it's interesting. By the time Arsenal played Tottenham, who knows where City are? City might have dropped points at Newcastle, right? We might have.
I think Newcastle are in a bad place right now. I've even seen people call for like Eddie Howe's head and stuff. Like I think people are
away from home. They're really bad, really bad away from home.
It is though. I feel like with Newcastle, when they had that year of top 4, and this is what I was trying to explain to them is when you get top 4 one year, that doesn't mean sustained progress and sustained success. Like you're not going to continuously just get better and 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. They don't work like that. You go 4th, you might drop to 7th, then come back up, and I think a lot of Newcastle fans are frustrated with that. But this season, I generally see them falling slowly behind, and I think they might have a good European campaign and a good Carabao Cup campaign, but because they focus on these other trophies, I think their league position could suffer because they've been awful away from home.
Sorry, can I just say as well, when someone says something for the sake of saying it? Sorry, not that. No, not that. This. But they always turn up against... So they move just as But they always turn up against City. Bro, you literally have just said that, innit? Bro, I beg you go away, do some research and come back, please, bro, because... saying Newcastle always turn, I think you'll probably find they've turned up against City in the last probably like 6 years twice, home and away.
What game I think sticks to people's heads is that game at home. It was actually quite a while ago.
The
3-0. I think that's just stuck
up
to people's heads. Yeah. I think it was that game because even I remember that game. If you ask me about any recent Newcastle City games, that's the one that sticks out. So
if you look at any game at the Etihad, then you're straight away going, yeah, fucking City win. And again, at Newcastle, like we've got results at Newcastle as well. So it's this, bro. To say they always turn up against City, they're not Tottenham. What we doing here? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, real talk. But Newcastle away, Newcastle the last couple of years have got better. But like you said, D, you're calling out a 3-3 draw.
I think so. It's just naturally just in the back of people's heads, so that's what they think. But look, City's been very good going forward, attacking wise. They're red hot in form. Doku is looking. I think this is the best we've seen him at Man City. Haaland, of course, is being Haaland. So I think it's going to be between City and Arsenal, and then forget about Liverpool.
You don't think Liverpool? You don't think there's any way Liverpool can?
They could, but right now I'm not even thinking about that until they prove it.
I think, like you said, nobody should even think about Liverpool until February, March. If they can pick up a run in between now and then, they're always going to get back in the race because Arsenal and City are going to draw. Maybe the thing is, I can't see Arsenal. Arsenal might lose 1 or 2 games between them, but they're not going to lose a lot. They could draw a few. But that's where Liverpool are going to have to gain their points, is every time one of you guys drop 1, they're going to have to pick up 3. And I don't think anybody should talk about them being back in the title race until they win 7-8 games in a row.
Big facts. There's on FootMob, the record is 26 wins to City versus 4 to Newcastle. But apparently this guy's in here saying they always turn up against City.
Put a bet on that. Like, just put £20 on it. I mean, what the fuck? If it works out for you, you're laughing. Serious. So just put it on there, boys.
But I will say the last few years, like away from home Newcastle, it is a different game to what it was through a lot of the Premier League. So I'm certainly not going to that game like going, we're 100% getting 3 points. I know it's going to be a tough game. They won't have Dan Burn. Hopefully, they might not have Joe Linton. I think maybe a Newcastle fan in the chat could tell me more, but I know he went off injured in the last game. So let's see, man. Let's see. But I can't lie, George. Can you see yourself getting anything against Arsenal at the Emirates? Because I can't see anyone getting anything against Arsenal at the Emirates, to be honest with you.
Well, obviously, because I know D was alluding to a few things. Just to point out that we are the best away team in the league. So as much as we were poor at home against Man United and poor against Chelsea, we're the best away team in the league this season. I think it's come down to a few things, but even looking at the last game, I don't think that last game's reflective. Like, the performance isn't really reflective of where the team's going to be at under Frank. We've got quite a few players. Now, obviously, you have to wait till international break's done, but I'm pretty sure we got quite a few players back from injury for this Arsenal game. So when you look at that Man United team, when you said it yourself, the two attacking players that come off the bench were Tell and Odobert. They were our first 2 options behind Brennan Johnson and Richarlison, who are already bench players. When we got a few of these players back, I think Solanke may be back, Kudus may be back, Bergvall's obviously back. We've got at least, I'd say, 5 players due back from injury between now and next week. So that's going to be a massive boost for us. And I think we could get a point. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to beat Arsenal at the Emirates. I'd be lying to sit here and say that it's going to happen. I think Arsenal are in a very good place, don't really concede too many goals. Defensively, very sound. So it's going to need a lot for us, especially in our weakest area on the pitch, which is our attack at the moment. It's going to need a lot for us to actually break them down. But I see the opportunities there. I think Arsenal aren't going to be in the same game where you've got Spurs are going to sit back at times, obviously. We know this Thomas Frank team is pragmatic. But we're also going to open up. We're not going to be like other teams where we just give them the ball for a lot of the game. So I think in those moments where we do open up, where we could catch them on the transition, it'll create a bit of an open game where they're going to get some chances, we're going to get some chances, and it's going to be the team that take their chances. Obviously, if Gyökeres is back, that's going to be a worry of mine, because as much as I don't rate him to be the highest player, but if he gets a few chances, he'll probably score one. So I can see us getting a point. Definitely could see us getting a point, and it'd be a huge point for me. I'm not going to downplay it and be like, oh, you're celebrating a point. Well, at this point, I am celebrating a point. It's a big point away from home for the league.
A point at the Emirates right now, bro, is a good point.
For the, not just for Tottenham, for the league. It's
bro, for me, I was happy with the draw.
The whole world is against us.
It's good for all of us. Yeah,
I was happy with the draw. I was happy with the draw. Bro, I was happy with the draw. Right now, you're top, and you're looking difficult to score against. So getting a point against you, like,
but Tottenham Arsenal, I mean, that's different.
The whole league against us. Look at everyone against us. Everyone hates us. It's just
against you. Hold on.
I've got Tottenham fans sitting there going, "It's a good point for us." It's like I'm part of the whole crew. It's us. It's us against them.
Ozzy, I'm confused. I'm confused. Both a City fan and a Tottenham fan have both just said that a point against Arsenal is a good point because of how good Arsenal are. How does that then make you become? How does that make you become the victim and go, everyone's against us? I don't get it.
It's like fuck me, because
bro.
You did, but I've got a City fan and a Tottenham fan, and this is where there's supposed to be a bit of a rivalry. Tottenham's got one over you, and it's like, you know, you guys are kind of like sitting there going,
"Oh, that's the difference." So we don't. We don't even have a rivalry. City and Tottenham, I think there's just an understanding.
Yeah.
Look,
you just go there and get your 3 points. So.
Yeah, we're going to beat you, but it's fine. We're not getting the whole season. We're probably going to have a better season than us. So we're going to help you.
There is no rivalry. Real talk. There is no rivalry with Spurs, bro. There's no rivalry. It's like, bro,
you guys just donate. You guys just donate. You get your 3 points. It's all right. Let's go fuck someone else up. Let's go fuck Arsenal up.
Bro, it's like paying tax. You don't like doing it, but it's inevitable. Right? And you just keep it moving, bro. It's just fucking take your money and let me carry on. Like, bro,
I like that. That's a fucking top analogy. That I like that. You're paying your fucking taxes. I love that. It's fucking.
George, you would be happy with a point against Arsenal, yeah?
Away from home, at this point in the season, definitely. We've got still quite a few players. Players drew back from injury. I don't expect us to be like I don't expect 3 points at Arsenal. We haven't beaten Arsenal at the Emirates in a long time. In our first season under Thomas Frank, I think he's a manager who's had a good record against Arsenal. I know Brentford have got a few wins against Arsenal, but I just think at this point of the season where our team's at, we're probably not ready for that. And considering the performance in the last couple games against Manchester United and Chelsea, I don't know if I'm confident in the team doing that. So look, maybe in a week's time when we do the show next Friday, I might be feeling a little bit different. The game's a bit closer. I don't need to be so level-headed, but right now I'm at the point of a point sounds good, man.
Yeah, it sounds like you've had a humble pie after
15 years without a win at the Emirates.
After how you've been talking about,
that's not true. We won at the Emirates with Dele Alli scoring. League Cup.
See another one. People, but I beg when you come on here with stats, just get them a bit.
This is why annoys. This is why I check stats when people say this, because there's loads of people in the chat just say random stats and none of it's true, because I know Dele Alli 2-0. Away at the Emirates.
Was it in like the League Cup or something, maybe?
Yeah, he was here within the last 2 years.
So today maybe mean 15 years without a win at the Emirates in the league.
Well, we've done it in 2012.
I mean, that's not far off 15, to be fair. It's not far off, but
yeah.
But no, see this weekend, I look at this, not this weekend, next weekend, I look at that where we've got Newcastle away, and then Arsenal have got Tottenham at home. I look at that one and go, that weekend's going to be interesting. But the weekend after, we've got Leeds on Saturday at home, 3 p.m. kickoff. And then Arsenal have got Chelsea away on the Sunday. So you look at that one. So, like I said, there's going to be swings and roundabouts, and it could be that 1 week it looks like you're getting really close, and next or drifting further away. Then the next week it could be that we pick up the points again, maybe.
Sorry, Daps, just quickly, as George was getting on to the viewers, I need to back up the viewers because he said they were wrong, but I just fact-checked this. And in fact, George was wrong because in 2012, Arsenal beat Tottenham 5-2 at the Emirates. And the last time they did actually, Tottenham did beat Arsenal.
I said that it happened in the Carabao Cup when Dele Alli scored and we won 2-0. That's exactly was my fact. And I didn't guarantee it was 2012 as fact.
He's talking Prem. He's talking Prem.
He was talking Prem.
Oh, yeah, he was talking Prem. But yeah, he's actually right.
Well, you said
2011 about George.
He had one.
Do you fact check everyone, or is it just the George?
Do you know the facts about when the last time you won there?
Huh?
Do you know the facts about when the last time you won there?
What, at the Emirates?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know, but I know about Tottenham.
Okay, so go fact check on your own. Stop worrying about mine. You're all out here worrying about next man's house, and your own house is in tatters.
No, you're worrying about other people's house. I already know about my house. Like, I know that when we face you lot, we beat you just last season.
Just last season only. That's it. You're going to talk about last season. Should we go to the overall record? Because I bet we beat you over 100 times.
I mean, I don't really care about overall records. I mean,
I do. Really, I mean, it means we run your club. I can come South London, walk comfy. You can't come north and walk comfy, man.
We came North London and walked comfy, and you came to South
London. At the end of the season when we already had a trophy. We'd already won a trophy by
now. No, you didn't. Another fact check, people. So George has been.
Well, we did because going up against Man United was almost a guarantee that we'd win.
Incorrect, because by the time we faced them, going up against Man United means that we actually won a trophy when we faced them.
It was always a fact that we was going to win.
Yeah. This was before the FA Cup final and also the Europa League final. So when you're saying,
that's the point. We had a trophy. We had already won a trophy. Facing Man United is already a win in a final. That was how light it was. I told you guys this before the final. This time last year,
actually, but you were still Tottenham.
Actually, on this show, this time last year, I told we was going to win Europa League, and we done it. So.
Yeah, well, you did, but normally you're Tottenham.
Actually,
so normally doesn't happen. So we weren't really listening to you. It's going through one ear out of the other ear. But yeah, by the time
like when nobody's listening to you right now, I hear it, man.
You literally responded to me, so you're listening to me. But yeah, so yeah, exactly. So that really stood up.
Guy's a child. You're actually so childish, bro.
Right then, so Semenyo. Apparently, Arsenal and Liverpool both in the hot seat for him.
Yeah, and he wants Arsenal, apparently.
Liverpool,
man. He's not going to go to Liverpool, man.
Well, Liverpool, just go and spend. If it ain't working out, just go and spend some more money in it. Fuck it.
The best right wing in the Premier League is struggling in this Liverpool team, and Semenyo's going to go there. Yeah, Semenyo's going to say, you know what? Mohamed Salah can't make it work. What chance have I got? Oh, fucking shitload. Oh, but Salah's shit now, right? Yeah, cool story. He's not going there. He wants to come home, bro. As they did it, Semenyo's going to do it. Come over our way, bro. Let him come home. He'll be comfortable.
Did he come up through your academy then?
No, he's an Arsenal fan.
Oh, he's an Arsenal fan. Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Has that been fact checked as well? He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah,
I think. Yeah, he
came to the academy and just got fucking booted and then came back.
I think if you're an Arsenal fan and Arsenal come in for you right now, then I can't really see a reason why you'd go anywhere else.
I still think
Liverpool will offer
at this
you
position,
life-changing money. Then
what it is, we have to be honest. This isn't a deal that gets done in January. This is a deal that gets done in the summer, and because it's going to be the summer, it's very dependent on how the season plays out for Arsenal, Liverpool, and some of the other big clubs. Because there's no chance Bournemouth, in a season where they could potentially finish in Europe, they don't sell their best player mid-season. And if they do, 100 million or something, I think he's going to have a stupid price on him. I know he's got a release clause that activates next summer for around 70, 75 million, which is about right. But yeah, I don't see him going for small money, man.
Yeah, if we continue to this form, why would he go for small money? But I think Liverpool's biggest mistake is not about Semenyo. It's the fact that they didn't get Elise at the time Elise left Palace. The price was all right. It was a perfect replacement.
Done, bro.
It was a perfect, like, everything was perfect. They could have saved money. Well, of course, Salah was still balling then anyways, but they could have just had that backup plan where they could have tried out Elise for like a few seasons, £35 million, and that would have been the natural best progression from Salah. But Semenyo, he's not going in January unless Bournemouth drop off drastically from here onwards. And they have had some dodgy results in terms of conceding goals. They have been conceding goals.
So bear with me, people.
So yeah, let's see what actually happens with him from January onwards. But as George said, I don't really see them selling him. I don't know why they will sell him in January. And when they do sell him, Bournemouth have been, they are willing sellers. They're proven that last summer they sold quite a few players. But he won't be going for cheap. If he continues on this form, he's one of the best wide players in the league. So why would he go for cheap?
Could be dollars and cents on a player. I mean, Arsenal still have got money in the kitty. It's not like we're running broke. We just couldn't get our number one. So it depends. 75, 80 million is fair, but if they're pushing for 100, 110, then you wait till next season because Arsenal are going to spend that money. And let's be honest, there was a good comment in the chat. It's like a winger before a defender for Liverpool, right?
That's what's costing them right now. That's what's costing them right now.
They need Big Verge's partner right now. They need a centre back, and to be honest, in my opinion, they need a centre back and they need a right back because Robbo is playing left wing back. If you're not starting Robbo seriously, Robbo's got to start from now on to the end of the season, and they need a right wing back. They're not
going to sign another right-sided player because they got Bradley and some.
What's
his name?
You see, the thing is, if they go on, think of it this way, yeah. Robbo's doing the job on the left-hand side. Now we know he gets injured, but at the same time, both wing backs are struggling. So we're talking left wing back, right wing back, both struggling. But I've got an option at left wing back with Robbo, but I don't have an option on the right side. Really, that's as good as Robbo. So what do? It's a double-edged sword. You're damned if you do.
But don't you feel like that's mainly system
and a centre back?
mainly the system that's the issue. Because when I look at even their defensively, I think Konate's been a big problem as to why they've been so open on the right hand side. Yeah. Definitely, he's just been out of position. He's been
City.
Like he's trying to ruin his career. Like maybe he's trying to ruin his tarnish his reputation. So then when he goes to Real Madrid, all of them are like, "Yeah, go on, like good move." I don't know what it is, but
George, do you not see what City did at the weekend? City basically were pressing the shit out of Van Dijk here, so that basically the ball had to be given to Konate because they knew that Konate playing out from the back is not it.
He's playing like he's
drunk. And all Konate was doing was putting the ball out of play, giving it back to City, just to really bad.
Bro, City went in there with that "let's play a game" shit attitude. That's how you guys went in. That was fucking horrible what you guys did. Honestly, there should be a war against that.
Do you know what?
That could have been that many.
This is why I really wanted Monts to be here, because I haven't managed to catch up with Monts now for a week. You know,
I haven't spoken to Monts last.
That was domination, man.
I don't think there was a time last season when we lost a game where I didn't catch up with Monts within 2 days. But now me catching up with Monts seems very fucking difficult. But what I was so happy with is that City did exactly what is needed, and to any other club playing Liverpool, just work harder than them, you'll beat them. Simple as that. Just work harder than them. Make sure they will give you the ball back, because their passing at the moment is really fucking sloppy. Yeah. Right? They will give you the ball back, and just make sure you win the second balls. You press the shit out of them, and you'll beat them. Like Real Madrid didn't work harder than them. You look at Brentford; they worked harder than them. Man United worked harder than them. City worked harder than them. The only team that didn't was Real Madrid. Real Madrid didn't work harder than Liverpool, and that's why Liverpool won that game. But
yeah, thanks. Yeah, I believe that. But I mean, Liverpool at the moment, the way they're playing at the moment, their wing backs, there's no overlap. And I was saying that to Mons about 6 weeks ago. I was on his channel watching their games. I go, where are your wing backs? And only time they look dangerous is when they skip the lines. Like seriously, they skip the lines, they skip their midfield, and that's when they really look dangerous. But as soon as they want to play through the midfield, it slows down so much. It's beyond. I mean, Salah is in a position like they're saying he's rubbish, but he can't make a run when the play is so slow. Their wingers are played out of the game, man.
Just to bring it back, because obviously we were talking about Semenyo. How well do you guys think Semenyo even does at a top club? Because I think he's great physically. Yeah, he's going to be able to run through players, and he's a very powerful runner at that. But let's be honest, Bournemouth playing the transition 90% of the time. A lot of his goals are done when he's running at teams when they're running backwards. Sort of especially when you look at Gyökeres' goals, very familiar. Like a lot of their goals are running backwards. You go to Arsenal, the players ain't running backwards. You now need to, because when you're playing against low blocks, you can't just run through players. You've got to have really intricate dribbling, and you've got to be able to get in and out of players. Do we think Semenyo is as effective and doing as good as he would in a system like that and playing?
It's hard to say, because he hasn't been put in that position. As you say, Bournemouth are very direct. I think technically he's a good player, but as you said, I think the only thing I can say that physically he won't, of course, struggle. But against lower block sides, I still think he's got technical ability to be successful. But how successful could it be for a top side? That's just very hard to put right now, to be honest. I genuinely don't know.
It's difficult for any player to shine in against a team that's in a low block. So it's hard. Like with Arsenal, every team comes in a low block. Every time a team comes in that wants to play football, they get torn apart. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But that's what happens when we want to play. If you want to play football, that's when it becomes interesting. But most teams come in and say, you know what, let them have the ball. Let's hit them on a counter. And of course, if you've got fast-paced wingers, they're played out of the game, because we're sitting back. He can have the ball. Your defenders are so far forward, it's compressed. So it's for Semenyo, it's like, do I level up to a team that unfortunately is going to face many of a team in a low block, or do I stay at Bournemouth? And to be honest, you make the move. It is what it is. Eventually, teams are going to have to start coming at Arsenal, and that's when it becomes interesting. You want to stay in a low block? We'll break it down. Right? If they don't, you know what's going to happen? It's going to happen. Set piece FC. Stop it. We're going to tell you who's going to put the ball in. I'm even going to tell you who's going to score.
Set piece FC. That shit needs to stop.
Yeah, but I'm still hearing it in my Instagram. I'm still getting fucking DMs, and I'm like, I'm going to tell you who's going to put the ball into the box. I'm going to tell you who's going to score. Right, I'm going to tell all the coaches what's going to happen. Now, all you have to do is fucking stop it. If you can't, what do you want me to do?
Right? But that's where I am.
Me.
That's where I am.
What do you do?
Where I am
is like, fuck. Open up. Let's play football. Open up. Let's play football, man. Let's open up. You want open up.
That won't happen. You know that won't happen.
No, they won't open up.
But I can tell you that from being a City team that was coming up against low blocks week in, week out. Bro, teams like just they won't do it. They'll maybe try and hit you on transitions. They'll try and do the transition.
And they do that
more. But guess what? For me, right, it's one of these things is with football, is anyone that's criticising Arsenal for the set piece thing, allow it, just get better at defending set pieces. But at the same time,
Liverpool getting better.
But if you're playing low blocks, also Arsenal can't criticise teams playing low blocks. Like that's one thing I didn't like when Ruben Diaz last season came out and tried to criticise fucking Southampton for playing the low block against us. And it's like, bro, do better. Like you know that teams are going to play a low block against Manchester City, yeah. So just do better to break. Same way that we should do better defending against your set pieces. You should do better breaking down low blocks, right?
Right.
It's just
right. Exactly.
Football is an overall game. There's no law book for
how to fucking play it.
How you play it within the rules, right? As long as you're not picking it up and fucking throwing it in the goal, go and play football.
What do you do, right? At the end of the day, you're gonna have to find a way to win the game. That's just the way it is. And unfortunately, in a low block, that's our only solution, and we're using it. You want a different way for us to win the game? Open up, and we'll play football. It'll be exciting. It'll be great. But that's what's going to happen. That's what we do. So again, going back to Semenyo, if he's going to come to Arsenal, he's going to have to understand that many a team are going to come and really pretty much face Arsenal in a low block. Spurs, when they face us, will sit back. They will. If they don't, it'll be a great game. And I hope they don't, because I reckon it'll be an excellent game at the Emirates. It'll be fucking great.
We're going to sit back. We're a pragmatic team. That's Thomas Frank.
And your coach is like that. And your coach is already like that. Yeah.
Just quickly, I've noticed someone's joined the stream. I know his camera's on as well. People in the chat, start putting your list together. It's lunchtime.
Tottenham says, fuck this.
I don't think I've seen last time I saw Mons. Since the last time I saw Mons, we've probably beaten him twice. This is nuts. I haven't seen him in a while.
That noise is mad. What noise is
what the fuck is going on there?
Mons, is that you?
Nah, I think it's George.
I think George wasn't in.
George wasn't in. George for that. Bro, he literally wasn't in.
I thought his camera was off or something.
No. What are you saying, Mons? Fucking,
he's obsessed with this.
Oh yeah, it's your mic. It's you definitely. Your mic is mad.
My mic.
He's doing that trick. Oh, my mic. Let me jump on.
Is that his way of getting out of the stream?
Is fuck up his mic? Did he just fuck up his mic?
He's done it on purpose. He's done it on purpose to jump off.
Smash. Can't do the stream, guys. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Ciao. Blame on George.
Anyway, until Monts is back, people, let's start building up a list. What do you want from the shop? Everyone.
It's working now.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
That's
with an old school Freddo, but I don't want the normal thing. Man, I need the caramel thing. Yeah, so make sure you find that one. It's down near the shelves. Yeah, Freddos. 2 of those, please. 2 of those once. I'm gonna need.
Just so you know, are you giving him money or are you expecting him to get it out of his own money?
Oh no. When you're that low,
£450 million spent, he can get him a Freddo, man.
You know what? You're right.
Freddo, yeah, he's asking for one, bro.
Well, big business, they can afford to pay for fucking whatever we want from the shop. You're right.
Not a fucking packet, for fuck's sake, dude. Like at least a pack.
Mons, how did the call go with the rest of the Liverpool lot?
What do you mean? The big on that show?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't actually there for that long. I just addressed what I needed to address. If you I needed to address it, that was me, bro.
I can't lie, bro. I hope to God there is never a point where my club's doing that. That is mad. Bro, there was like they had to have a call to kind of.
You know what? And I don't want to defend one here, but let's be honest. There isn't even enough creators of Man City to do a war. I'm just saying, you ain't got that many fans. I'm just
That's rude. That's George. That's low.
Especially when I can name more Man City content creators than I can.
I've seen quite a few. I've seen quite a few recently. No, but you would be able to name them. Of course, you probably don't know that many Tottenham ones. I think it'd be fair to say the same thing. But
I know Donna Cullen. Bro, God bless you. Got Donna Cullen out here representing you. That's all I need to know.
Let's start off with this. How are you?
What? Can you do a show like that? Oh, sorry. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It's been a while, man. Just checking up. Is everything?
Yeah, no, bro. It's been a bumpy one. Still, it's been a bumpy.
Yeah, I heard that you've been busy in personal life, so I hear it. Like,
it's still bumpy.
Sure everything's good in it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, dude. You got 1 win in 5, same as me. So let's not even go there. But what I would say is that
I know you're not talking to me. I know there must be another D in the chat because we beat you at Anfield, we beat at Selhurst Park, and we beat at Wembley before November. I'm nice, bro. I'm nice like that. Because we beat you everywhere you possibly can at this stage of the season, and we're right before November. And in fact,
everywhere you go,
and you didn't take him as well.
Because that's you know what's funny. You know what's funny? I'm the only guy that you're getting W's against. That's what's so funny. Like I'm the only one you're winning games against. That's what George Rosen out. I'm the only.
We haven't
if you look at Crystal Palace's games, I think I'm like the only one, maybe by one team to go and.
If we can face it 38 times, we'll be invincible. Clearly, but that's a problem. Not everyone we're usually linked. So you know what? The fact that you got those points off me, you're through to the next round. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you, and I want the best for you guys as well, man. Thank you, bro.
That could have been a trophy for you, Months. That could be an important trophy for you this season.
Usually linked as well. I was thinking, no, you.
I've got the most ups.
They've always been your bogey team.
It's not to do with having the most. It's to do with at the end of the season. I thought like you might want a trophy still.
People forget Palace done the dirt against teams that were trying to catch up to us last season, so I can't change my energy. You know what I'm saying?
But what about the times when they took leagues away from you?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember I met quite a girl, and I told them how I felt about 13, 14, and then they made up for it. You know what I'm saying? Last season. Now, obviously, Palace want to go smack us up again. Cool, fair enough. Let's just hope they go do the job when they play the other guys. You know what I'm saying?
They've already played the other guys.
But you play everyone twice.
City or Tottenham.
We're not in the title race, so whether you beat us or not, it doesn't help once. I mean,
what stage are you at?
Believe, man, believe.
What stage would you at?
I don't need to be in the title race this year, man.
Months, I know you've been a busy guy, but what?
I don't need to.
Months, I know you've been a busy guy, which has probably come at the right time because it's taken your mind off of Liverpool. But it hasn't. Good. What stage are you? Good. What stage are you at?
So focused.
What do you want stage am I at?
What do you mean? Like what
stage of grief? Like
he wants to know. Are you on a couch or on a chair?
Angry.
Months. When I'm talking to you, I feel like almost the way I could talk to Lee Gunner. That, bro, I've been where you are right now. Yeah, I've been where you are. You're not, bro. So, like, what stage are you at? What stage are you at? Because, bro, I know I got to the point. Obviously, first couple of streams, head gone. Then it got to a point of me being like, we're just shit, and I'm comfortable with it. Like, are you there yet? Are you comfortable with the fact that you're just shit?
Yeah, I want the manager gone. Everyone knows I want the manager gone. I feel like that's.
Yeah, but also you've got to be putting some of this on the players as well.
Yes. But just because I say I want the manager gone doesn't mean the players can't be blamed.
No. I just wanted to make it clear with that it isn't just a slot out thing. It is also that you're looking at Salah, that you're looking at Verts, that you're looking at probably most of the team.
The seniors, all of that.
The midfield, bro.
Realistically, when the manager is fucking things up, it affects the whole team. Like, not even just the Salahs and the Van Dijks, the whole team. Like, the new guys aren't able to bed in. Like, you're making Conor Bradley look like the worst right back in the league.
Is he okay? When you had did one of you lot go and check in on him and make sure he's all right? Because
brother, he's in a hyperbolic time chamber right now.
Good.
Oh, I thought he was on a drip. Wow. Okay.
Good. No, but for me, Months, I'm not going to lie, yeah, because you look at City last season, right, and during that run of shitness, yeah, there were times where I was looking at our defense. We had Simpson Pussy, we had fucking Akanji and Rico Lewis as our defense, right? We had no Rodri, no Kovacic, and then we had a midfield of De Bruyne, Gundogan, and who's the other and Bernardo Silva, which is an average age of about 32, right? Whereas obviously you're looking at it, and I get Alisson's missing. Alisson is a big deal. I won't downplay the Alisson.
I don't even think Mamardashvili's been that bad. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, but he hasn't been that good either. Like there are some games where I've looked.
I just think we've been spoiled by
But still, bro, like, you still have him. I hear it, but he's still your player. That's why I'm saying you are missing him, because he's still your player. Yeah, but when I'm looking at your team and I'm going, your defense is like pretty much fully fit. Your midfield is fully fit, and the most important bit, not just that your midfield is fully fit, but when I'm looking at Gravenberch and McAllister,
when we went on the run, our midfield wasn't fit. We went on the run.
All right, but I'll tell you what, we can talk just the City game if you want, right? McAllister and Gravenberch, who all I've been told for the last year is the best midfielders in the league, right? And then Szoboszlai, who it wasn't you, but there was someone.
Chelsea fans don't say because I said it was the best, or Arsenal fans don't say Rice is the best. Like, what do you mean?
Either way, bro, they're up there. They're up there.
Do you know what? I would say I've never seen Mons interrupt so much. Usually, when he's winning, he's like, "Oh, I don't speak to you peasants down here." Now he's, he wants to interrupt a lot today, Daps, isn't it?
Anyway, Daps, carry on.
But they're, bro, those two, and then Szoboszlai, who I can't remember who it was, but there was a Liverpool fan that came on this channel and was saying Szoboszlai has been the best midfielder in the Premier League this season. I can't remember who it was, yeah, but there was Mons. And on my life, I'm not just making this up. There was someone in the chat will remember who it was, yeah. But I'm looking at you're looking at that midfield, and that midfield is prime age, yeah. That midfield is not in their 30s.
Alison's 26, Grav is 22 or 23. I think Szoboszlai's 25 or 24.
Yeah, so they are pretty much peak age midfield. Maybe.
Yeah. Like, young enough.
And I look at that City game, and bro, they were fucking awful. Like, bro, non-existent.
Yeah, like they haven't been good even before the City game.
No, bro. I mean,
only one player has been good. Only one player has been good, and Gravenberch has been good. The other guys are letting him down. There's only one midfielder.
I mean, there is an argument.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that the man that are letting down Szoboszlai because he runs the most, but that's fine. What I believe, if I'm being honest, like, Pep got it spot on. Like we're a team that is very iffy when it comes to pressing against a team that has been playing out of presses for the last 12 years. You see what I'm saying? And if you're going to press against Man City, you have to get it right. This can't be no half-hearted press. You know what I'm saying? The same happened when we played Chelsea. They beat our press, big switch, you're in behind. I said that many times. You want to beat Liverpool, throw the ball over Salah and then switch it and you're in behind. To be fair, you guys didn't do that much. It was more when we had the ball, you let Konate have the ball. You put Haaland on Van Dijk, and then you let Konate have the ball.
Yeah, facts. I just said that earlier on.
Yeah, and at that point, all Konate was going to do was try to clip it over to Salah when O'Reilly's at 6'10", and then or he was trying to go long to Ekatike where he's got two defenders.
And apart from that, bro, he was also just like him. And I've said this, yeah. And this is the thing, Mons. I don't know if me and you actually streamed in the week building up, but in the week building up, yeah, I was telling everyone we're smashing Liverpool. We're beating them 4-1. We're smashing them. We're smashing them. Now, and everyone was saying, like, calm down. Like, I said 4-1, yeah, I said 4-1. But I was saying we're smashing them. We're smashing them. And everyone was saying, like, calm down. Even City fans were saying, calm down with the whole smash talk. But it's because I'd watched the way you lot are playing, yeah, and I've watched, like, even the Man United game, just work harder than you lot and press you lot, and you lot will give the ball away. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. The only team that I think didn't work harder than you was Real Madrid, and you beat them. Everyone else has just worked harder than you. You work harder than Liverpool at the moment, and that's where I'm looking at you lot and thinking.
Obviously, you wanted it more, but you guys were better in terms. Yeah, we're better.
But this is where I'm looking at your players. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest now. Banter aside, there's a reason why Liverpool fans have been saying Gravenberch and McAllister were so good, because last season they were good. Now, how good they were, how good they are, I don't know, but they were good last season. Yeah,
very good.
They were also playing for the manager. To me, when I'm looking at you, bro, it just looks like this.
Oh, you think it's a bit of down?
Bro, I think this is something. I think I've always said to you, yeah, that things always start off with, like, there's a reason, yeah, as in whether it be injuries or whatever, yeah. But then all of a sudden it gets to now the players, like, I mean, I do think, as an example, Van Dijk is looking at certain players thinking, this is not what I'm used to. They're not good enough, right? I think some of them are probably starting to question the manager, question the substitutions. And it does look like a team that just, like I said, bro, these are not old players, yeah? These are not old players. They're at a good age. They're fit, but they're letting every team overwork them. And that then you start looking at, right, are these not playing for the manager no more?
Do you know what? I think it's difficult because I do feel like the basics have gone out the window in some games. I think obviously against Madrid and Villa, the boys are running their socks off and we won those games. But how much did we in terms of if you look at the goals scored in those games, Real Madrid should have been like 6-0.
Well, right? The Villa goal was just
how did we score? And I said I'm not discrediting set pieces. We scored from set piece. You know what I'm saying? Against Real Madrid to win us the game. Now you look at Villa, Martinez gives the ball to Salah, open goal. And the other goal, yes, good little link up in the middle. Gravenberch scores a deflection, similar to the Nico Gonzalez goal. You see what I'm saying? We didn't in terms of manufacturing our own goal from open play. It didn't really happen. So that's why I say, even though we were very good against those two sides, I kind of just felt like we tried harder.
Yeah,
I felt like we ran more.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The only two games you won is when you actually tried hard. The other ones, it's like you let the other teams overpower you.
Exactly. So, and here's where I talk about this when it comes to the tactics. We move the ball too slow on the ball. In terms of build up, if you force Konate to be the one to build up play, looks like we're turning into Stoke FC. And that's not to say that Konate is an absolute, he's horrible on the ball, but he's not someone that you start building that play from. That's not his game. It's just simple as that.
Agreed.
We have a massive gaping hole in the midfield. The biggest problem for me is the fullbacks. The absolute biggest problem for Liverpool is the fullbacks.
I think that's agreed.
The fact that they are, and I do think it's an instruction, they are being told to underlap and not overlap, and it annoys the life out of me because when the winger has the ball, just run around the outside, and it goes I watched the England game yesterday, and I watched Saka receive the ball, and I saw Reece James overlapping every time. And
bro, O'Reilly was doing the same. Rashford wasn't willing to pass.
You have someone good on the right. If you played Szoboszlai right back, he can underlap very well because he would just add in.
Because he's the closest to Trent. He's the closest to.
That's the problem. I feel like he's using the wrong profiles with the wrong with those instructions. That's where the biggest problem is because, you would like to say, with Frimpong, he should only be overlapping. He's a defender, wing back ideally, who just gets down the wing.
Overlap, fire it low across the box. That should be your only instruction. Overlap and fire it low. If not, decoy run. That's it. It's not rocket science. You see what I'm saying? When you've got, as I said, Szoboszlai is Liverpool's best right back only because, and that's not to say he's a not good midfielder, but he's the best right back because as George said, he's the one that's kind of invert midfield. He's a midfielder, so he's going to invert and he's going to play the role that he needs to play. But you're looking at Kirk. How do you look at Kirk and go, I'm going to invert you?
But then at the same time, months, I think then you're at trouble. Right, you get into trouble where, when players get to a point where you're looking at buying a replacement for them, then you kind of know that's when a player definitely should be playing 3 times in a week, If you're buying a replacement for someone, a long-term replacement to phase this person out, because they're not dropping off like this, but their performances are definitely going down, right? And you know that to get the best out of them, you probably have to play them once a week. You don't then go and play them 3 times in a week, like you did with Robertson. It's I get it, and again, it might have been. I'm not saying play Kirkes either, by the way, because Kirkes is shit, right? Defensively at the moment, right?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
But that's the position you're in at the moment. And even the thing is, one of my things that I've said this season that I would like at City is I feel City still needs a midfielder with a bit of physicality about him. Right, I feel like maybe our midfield's a little bit weak, But the way we were taking the ball off of you, again, it was like we weren't even needing to challenge you. We were just literally,
You can't run faster than the ball.
We were just literally, but bro, there were times where your players had the ball and City players were just stepping in front of them and just taking it back off of them. It was like, it was all way too easy. That's what I'm saying. Way too easy. And that's when you look at, this is the players. The players have, whether they're down tool on the manager or something, or their morale, their confidence is that low. But you lot just look really, really fucking bad. Like the worst I've ever seen you. The worst I've ever seen you by.
I need to cut, boys, but
I'll catch you.
England, thanks you for Eze.
I think Liverpool.
Eze, by the way, yesterday, great finish.
Fucking Eze. I think Liverpool. Their problem is now is they're stacking. Do you know what I mean by stacking? Like they don't have wing backs that overlap anymore, right? That's obvious. Everyone can see it because they're at the start of the season. They're cutting in, and then you got midfielders that don't know how to offer. So if you watch them play in transition, by the time the midfield catches up with any sort of attack or the winger, it's too late to even get a pass into the midfielder. Like by the time they actually approach, it's like, oh, I've got some support here. It's too late. The winger has always got two players on them already. If you watch Salah, every time he gets the ball, and he wants to make a move, by the time any midfielder gets in there to offer a fucking possible pass, there's two defenders on him, it's fucking over. It's gone. And then because they're cutting their wing backs in, it's fucking even worse because it's just there's nothing on the flanks. So now Salah's got one way to go. And now it's predictable. We're going back into the middle of the park and there's a brick wall. There's literally a brick wall of defenders. Fuck. No stretching.
It did seem like Salah gave up as well.
Yeah,
like, just kind of like
Salah's betting. He's getting manhandled. He's getting fouled. Defenders are taking fucking liberties, mate. He needs that overlapping run. Every winger needs that. But at the same time, the overlapping run is bullshit. You don't have to always go that way. It's just to stretch the defender to open up space to the midfielder who could possibly cut in or put another ball in. To open up.
It means you have to
open it up. Yeah, you have to open up. Drag the number two. Drag the number two.
And the reason, what I'd say is that, and when I say we're hurting our wingers as well, we know what Mo Salah is.
Yeah.
We know what Gakpo is. These guys, don't get me wrong, Gakpo's younger, so he's going to be able to take the ball past a few more players, better than Salah. But these guys are one-dimensional wingers in the sense that very one-footed, even though Salah has scored many goals with his right foot, very one-footed in terms of their all-round play. So an overlap for one-footed players does the world of good. Yeah. It does the world of good for any winger. That is one foot.
You know what it was as well with O'Reilly, though? With O'Reilly, it's like, because he doesn't go to ground, yeah? Mm-hmm. So it was like, Salah, I'm not going to let you get away from me, right? I'm just going to run by side of you, and sooner or later, I'm going to get the chance. You're not going to outrun me anymore, yeah? Because you're not going to out-strengthen me. And also, I'm not going to go to ground and take you down, or I'm not going to go to ground and not get the ball, and then you're going to have time. I'm just going to be on you until I get to put a block in. And that is what he was doing every single time. Yeah. And
but that's with an overlap. But that's with an overlap.
Yeah. He has to make a decision. Facts. He has to make a decision. He didn't have to make a decision.
But then the other thing with Salah is, I'll be honest, is if you're doing fuck all going forward, then bro, get back and help out.
And this is my
He's never been that player.
But this is my point. With Salah, he's not obviously working back. Don't get me wrong. Against Madrid and against Villa, the guy was defending and whatnot, and it was not necessarily his game, but you can see the difference. If we're going to be hot on cold, and sometimes, then there's just no point doing it at all. There's no point. There's no point in being there at all. Also, you just have to adapt. You just have to look at, we're starving each of our players in their strong points. Even Ekatike is not looking good now.
Yeah, he got nothing last week.
Now that's how you know alarm bells really need to start ringing. Before it was, oh my god, Ekatike, it's got 1 goal in 8 games. It's got 1 goal in 8 games.
So let's be honest about one thing though, and this is where I do want to hone in, because it is all nice and talking about all the problems, but solutions need to be found. Slot's not getting sacked. You guys want him out?
He's not. You're right.
By the way, has the club come out and made it clear on that, Monks, as well? Has the club come out and made it clear on Slot as well that they're backing him?
The only thing
I
that's
don't
come
think
out
the club
is
will, but it'll be like journalists and that will say.
The only thing that's come out is that they've halted the contract because they were going to give him a new contract in it.
Right.
That's been put on hold.
100%. But they also like.
But they're not going to sack him. That doesn't mean they're going to.
He's got enough credit in the bank to give him a full season to not. I'm not being funny. Let's be real. Klopp had finished 5th or something in the season. He's still got another year, so I still think he's got plenty of time ahead.
Yeah,
so,
he had a bit more money in the bank than stuff. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
He 100%. But like he did win a title in his first year as well. It took Klopp a few years. So I think when we look at it on like the outside perspective, it's gonna be solutions need to be found. So let's be real, Mons. What is the solution? I'm seeing Mandem
4-4-2. 4-4-2.
The solution starts with the wing backs. It just starts with the wing backs. That's the first thing.
No, but so what do you do? Change formation?
George,
4-4-2.
George,
I reckon Arsenal wants 4-4-2. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it will work.
No. The thing is,
they've got the fucking players, man. Anyway,
by the time we won
2 strikers.
Season, George, do you know how many games we lost? By the time we mathematically won the league, you know how many games we lost?
Like 3, innit? It was
2.
mad low. Yeah.
2. Fulham
and Forest.
And I think Fulham and Forest, right? It was 2 or 1. It might have even been 1. I think Fulham might have been after we won the league.
Yeah, so, Forest were up. Forest were here then. Yeah.
I think it was just Forest. It might have been either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was 2 after you won the league. You lost 3 games last season. 2 of them were after you'd won the league.
No, 4. It was 4. It was Brighton there as well. Brighton.
So 2 and 2 then. So it was 2 before, 2 after.
And in the cups, it was Plymouth 1, and it was Tottenham in the first round of the cup, Bergvall goal, and there was one more, Newcastle in the final. But I think that was after we. No, it wasn't. Newcastle. It was Newcastle in the final, right? So we'd lost before we won the league 5 games, and PSV in the last game of the Champions League group phase when we were top. Yeah, so that shows me. Do you know how hard Liverpool one of the hardest teams in the world to beat, and PSG at Anfield? Sorry, you know what I'm saying? We were one of the hardest teams in the world to beat, the hardest teams in the world to beat. We are too easy to play against because the wing backs are doing stupidness and the midfield is open. So even no matter what form Konate and Van Dijk are in, which is not very good form, I'll say that they're exposed. They're exposed.
Yeah,
like this. I'm one game away from saying, fuck it, play the battering rap, just play Endo and tell him to kick people. Just play Endo.
But this is the thing, Monts. But Monts, this is the thing, right? That if you look at good defenders for me, that good defenders never look as good the minute you take the midfield out the way. Like prime example, you've seen it before with when you've taken Fabinho out the way. We've seen it before at City, whether you take Fernandinho out the way or you take Rodri out the way. All of a sudden, the defenders don't look as good. And it's the same with you. Like this is where my biggest question mark is, madly, is I am looking because of how much people spoke so highly of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister. It's like I'm looking at the midfield and thinking, what's going wrong?
I'll be honest with you, that's McAllister. He's been scaring the life out of me since game.
He's not the guy.
Since the very start. So not game 1 because he was injured, but don't get me wrong. Grav actually started the season exceptionally well. Szoboszlai kind of grew into it, went right back, came back. He's been here, there, everywhere. McAllister is the one. Even worse than Wirtz, by the way. He has been Liverpool's categorically our worst midfielder. Like he has been so bad.
Who McAllister? Right,
McAllister. He's 100%.
Because he's remember he's been Mr. Consistent for like 2.5 years. He's been Mr. Consistent for Liverpool, and then as soon as he's dropped off, bro, the whole thing's gone to shit, and that's not good enough. That also shows that the tactics are a bit fragile. Because if one player starts dropping stinkers and the whole midfield falls apart, that means it's more reliant on the player than the system. I don't know if you guys noticed at times with under Klopp when we were in our better days under Klopp, like you'd see Ox come in for Wijnaldum and you wouldn't see a difference. You see Milner come in for Henderson, you wouldn't see a difference. You know why? It's this: the players are coming in and doing the same job that systems asking them to do. Yes, it might not be the same quality, but it's the same thing the players are being asked to do. O'Reilly's doing nothing different than what Vardy was being asked to do at left back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? he actually gets forward just as much as what we saw Vardy doing. Vardy called him Vardy goal.
Yeah, facts. But let's take that further. You can take that further. Before Vardy, it was
Ake was getting a few goals at one point.
That was Ake treble season. Ake for me was probably the best left back I've seen at City. Ake treble season. Before Ake, it was Delph and Zinchenko. That it's always been the same thing. So you are right. It's just you fit them into the system.
For me, as I said, it starts with the wing backs because obviously, how is Trent left and we've got worse defensively?
Yeah, facts. But so, I saw.
I mean, you didn't sign any better.
Is he the worst defender in the world?
It was so cheeky because when Trent was warming up, for Real Madrid, I heard some Scousers going, "Trent, you a shit defender, lad. You a shit defender." I thought you've been defending him for fucking years. I said, but even more so, have you seen your fucking fullbacks right now, bro? And you want to talk about Trent being a bad defender, bro?
Lack of awareness, bro. Lack of awareness. That's
real talk.
This is like, real talk. Just get the wing backs again to be right back and left backs. It's not wrong. Tell them to overlap and go back to the basics. Bradley, yes, everyone knows I don't rate Bradley, but I can at least, I've got enough of a brain to know he's better playing a normal right back role than an inverted right back role. And the worst thing is, I think Ozzy said that we was discussing.
Because he's a right back, bro. He's a right back. Yeah. He is what you would describe as a right back. You
see that underlapping run. The one where the defender, say like your right back, he doesn't go round Salah, he goes in between their left back and their left. You know that run there. So it's not outside, it's like an underlap. You see that underlapping run, you know if you don't get the cross right with that underlapping run, you know your wing back is now in an offside position. Salah's the one who's played the pass, so he ain't gonna run back. And if the defender heads the ball out,
it's a bust.
And their attacker brings it down, you know we're fucked. And you know how many times that's happened? Where Gakpo's cut in, crossed it, he's ignored the underlap. They've now headed it the other way, and now it's like 3 versus 2. Yeah. And then on the counter, McAllister's slow as fuck. Soboslai's in the box, and it's Gravenberch, Van Dijk, and Konate.
Yeah, and the way that and with City at the moment as well, the way that City are we were talking about the way City are passing the ball out from the back compared to previous seasons, and it's a lot quicker. It's a lot more direct. It's like a couple of
and
you're still dragging players back. You're still dragging players.
At any point,
you're still dragging them.
I'm saying is
you don't give any break.
Exactly what Monster's managed. It means transitioning against Liverpool at the moment is a lot quicker, is a lot easier. And if you can do, as long as we all know the important thing. How many times is it frustrating when you see a counter on and a player takes their time to fucking play the pass, right? Whereas we weren't doing that. We were doing it quickly, and it was just catching them all over the gaff.
Yes, bro. This is what all I'm saying is that again, when we played you, yes, people were saying, I think from half time to like 60th minute, we were quite good. Me, I just feel like you guys stepped back. Personally, I think you man stepped back. Maybe a bit of both. We moved the ball well, we created a few chances. Do you know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, you man, when we were moving the ball outside your box, did you ever feel under threat?
Nah, that's a mad thing. I didn't.
Did you ever feel
for it to be a team with Mo Salah in, and for me to feel that comfortable is mad, because like I've said it even this season, even though he's in bad form, I'm just waiting for Salah to fucking arrive. And it's just like watching Salah like that, and actually at times thinking, I feel so in control that this team aren't scoring. Like, yeah. You look back, bro, but what do you think can happen? Like, because look, we lost more games than you last season, and we still managed to finish third. Where?
Listen, as I said, like, I know we're 8th place and that, but there's like 2 points separating 3rd and 10th. Do you get it? So it's obviously like, it's not a mad thing, but for me, I just don't think we're in the title race right now. I just don't think we are. As it stands, can you get yourself back in the title race by winning 4 games in a row? Of course you can. It's a start. Of course you can. Yeah. But
I think you look at City.
How do you do it?
Running, look at Arsenal's running.
Yeah, it's with 7 losses in 10. The bottom line is that for me, I don't even care if we get certain results. I just want us to be harder to beat. We're going back to basics.
Right, so you've got to that point now, right? I see where you've got to.
Yeah. You know when you're just too easy to play against. Make us harder to break down, and then realistically, Slot is so blessed. if you just made us hard to beat, you've got enough talent to kind of get goals.
The thing is, Mons,
and then work on that later. Like
the thing is, I'd say, like I said about City last season, is that when you're a team like, and City and Liverpool both with similar teams as far as that, and Arsenal are becoming it now as well, that it's all about confidence and momentum.
Yeah.
Right. But when that, and losing one game or drawing one game, that usually that like the important thing is to bounce back the next game, and you can keep that momentum going. You can lose one game, you can draw one game, and you can still keep that momentum going. Arsenal, I expect to keep that momentum going. That draw to Sunderland, I don't think is going to stop Arsenal's momentum. But once you lose a couple of games, that's where the big lorry had fucking slammed the brakes on, right? And lorries don't like slamming the brakes on because working back through those gears takes time. And this is where I think Liverpool are now, that even I think you're going to start picking up results. If you remember City back end of last season, we started we went on a good run of form, but we still kept having those little slip-ups. And that's the thing with Liverpool now. I think Liverpool, the damage is done. Liverpool's confidence and momentum is hurt. And now, I don't think, I'm with you, bro. I still expect Liverpool to get top 4. But
with a tactics change. With a tactics.
Yeah, well, and the manager has to start. And this is where I sympathise with the Liverpool fans that are saying slot out, because I kind of look at them and think, I don't understand why you're saying it.
450 million spent on the top 4 race is unforgivable, bro.
Yeah,
you know what it is, Mons, but you've got the bodies. And the thing is, when you guys are going forward, you guys are exposed in the back. The problem is your midfielders sit they sit too close to the opposing defenders when you've got that underlapping run. Like you stack.
McAllister stands next to the striker. That's all he does.
And then he sits. It's all compressed. That's why Manchester City didn't care. Most teams don't give a shit because you guys are facing the defense, and it's like 2 brick walls. It's just a slight tactics change. He wants to underlap, he can, but the midfielders have to sit back a bit. They have to come back. They have to almost be where you know what I mean. That it's got to be like Stevie G settings. You got to come back a bit because you want to be able to control the ball and then spread it wide or defend. But the problem is he stacks his players forward, bro. And every time he stacks forward, I'm like, cool story. One ball over the top, you skip the lines. And for you guys to attack, wouldn't you agree that when you guys skip your midfield, skip the line, you guys look better? Every time you guys skip the midfield in transition, like if it's over to the left-hand side to Gakpo or even Ekatike, all of a sudden it looks like it's on. Every time you skip your midfield.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? So we were talking earlier about Semenyo and that Arsenal and Liverpool are apparently both in the race for Semenyo, right? Now, I understand, that Salah this season's been underwhelming. But if you look at Liverpool, so Semenyo's going to cost what? If Arsenal and Liverpool are both in for 80 million, 70 million, 70, 80 million, right?
How about go on.
If I was to give you 70, 80 million right now, and say, Monts, fucking, you need, like, you've seen where Liverpool are. Is Semenyo the first player that you're going out and spending that money on? Or is it like, fucking hell, guys, are we just not following on what we did in the summer?
I'd go get Gahey in January. I don't know why.
There you go. Michael.
I'll go get Gahey in January, and if there's any sort of midfielder that has like that kind of ball playing 6, similar to kind of Gravenberch, so our lives don't depend on him. I'll probably get a midfielder that's a bit similar to Grav, but probably a bit more aggressive in his approach. Maybe not as good as Grav technically, because that's gonna cost you about 100 million to get someone that good technically and that good physically. But
you
mean is Gravenberch backup?
I'll get one more 6, so like we don't have to either keep moving Sobbers, it basically says if the manager wants to be stubborn and stick with this, go play Sobbers like right back. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're going to keep inverting your wing backs, go play Sobbers like right back and get someone in the midfield you can actually run. If you're gonna go back to the usual normal wing backs, then you can put Sobbers like back in midfield and we don't have a problem. But right now, if you're giving me 80 million, I ain't buying no Semenyo. I'll tell you,
that's what I was thinking, bro.
I'm sorry, people aren't gonna like this. Salah's still gonna get 10, 15 goals.
Facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, Salah still scored a few this season.
He's not burnt. He's not burnt. He's not burnt.
And this is what I'm saying. It's one way for me, if you look at Liverpool, although, yes, they might look dysfunctional up top, I'm not looking at that City-Liverpool game and going, yeah, the game was won in City's defending. I'm looking at that game and thinking there was no midfield and defensively Liverpool looked poor.
The only thing
I'll break it down,
what Semenyo would bring is that hard work going back the other way. That's what I say he would bring. That would, do you get it? So, but rather than getting a winger who's going to work a bit harder, get a midfielder or a defender who's just going to balance the team. Because once the team is more balanced, then Salah and Gakpo can kind of do what they want to do, and they have more. Like, it feels like anytime they lose the ball, it won't result in a goal. Or result in a deadly transition. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. As thing, you can't underlap your wing backs, and then all the midfielders are in the box. It's suicide, bro. It's suicide, and that's why we're going to lose a lot of games this season. It's not about doing it until it clicks, going again until it works. It just doesn't work.
Facts.
It doesn't work.
I hear that.
It doesn't work.
But the thing is, you look at
is unheard of, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the team. Look at the players they've got. Right. Let's be perfectly honest. If he does a tactics change, it's all over. Look. They got Isak. They got Ekitike. They got Salah. They got Gakpo. They got Gravenberch. They got McAllister. All these players are decent players, right? And they're all having a shit season.
Yeah.
They can't all be out of form. They can't be.
No.
What's the one common denominator? It's not every single fucking player. I mean, Alisson's the only one that looks good, but it's under pressure.
I do think they can all be out of form. I think they are all out of form now. I think the form of pretty much all of them, because it's.
I think it's here.
But this is a problem. I saw this
mentality
last season, that at first it's 1 or 2, but then it can, when it gets to a point where you're like going, shit, even like, and last season there are points where Vardy was our player of the season last season. They got to a point during that period of when we were in a bad place where you even looking at games going, Vardy was really bad at that game. Like, because all of a sudden, the confidence of the whole team.
I think when you're losing, you just start to overthink everything. So you're looking you're over-analysing every single position.
Yeah. Second guess.
I generally think if Liverpool had a formation change, it's like a little bit of a refresh. It would give them sort of that freshness that they need, where they can change it up. But because you don't have another centre, no, I generally think you need to go for it. I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans fail. I laughed at it first, but I think you need to go for it at the back. I generally think playing with wing backs might allow you guys to, like I said, Salah and Gakpo.
You can have him for cheap.
He'll never do it. This manager played 3 in the back, bro. Good luck, man.
I know. I generally hear it, but I think with the lack of quality in midfield and how they're not controlling games, and plus the how poor they've been out wide, it's the only way to get the best out of your players whilst having the best players on the pitch, man. Like, you go to a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, you can play with Ekitike or Isak in front, and you just put Wirtz, maybe Salah slightly behind them, but then give them a little bit of free rolls so they can roam. And then you've got your midfielders you can push up a little bit more because you've got another centre-back. But because you've only got Gomez available, you can't go to the 3 at the back, because if he goes down, you're fucked. So you're pretty much spot.
And that's another reason why we need another centre-back. But even with that, George, I just don't see the manager actually going and doing it. And as I said, I feel like the players are definitely, I think, overthinking things, because I know that, you know, when you're losing games and you feel like every bit of luck don't work for you. So, example, when the goal don't get given, I did think it had a little bit of my days. Like, we're not playing, we're getting battered right now. We could have really done with a goal. Like, we're getting battered, City are battering us. Could have done with the goal. And then also, then they go and concede a deflection. These men are probably thinking, well, when your luck's out, your luck's out.
Yeah, that is a thing, bro. That is a thing. Yeah. It's a thing. I do think that I remember when we've been at our worst, and that you sometimes you look at things thinking nothing is going our way, like, and it's mad whether you believe in manifesting things or not. Yeah, it does seem to be a thing sometimes that you just don't get decisions when you're in a bad place. You just don't seem to get decisions as well.
With the Haaland header, it actually just hits his head and goes in. It hit his head. And when he usually, when Haaland's doing it just hit his head.
Nah, bro, you headed the ball into Haaland's head, but it's mad because that move for me was that move.
It was a good move.
Started back in our corner flag. Yeah, that move was beautiful. But the fact that bro, sometimes Haaland, he doesn't cleanly strike or cleanly catch balls, but somehow they still end up. Yeah, they're still facts. Right, people, we're gonna wrap it up here because I've got an interview to get ready for. But appreciate everyone being here, and also just say anyone that was here for the watch along yesterday. Obviously, it was the first watch along we've done on the channel. We are going to be doing more of them. So I appreciate you being here, and appreciate everyone in the chat playing nice with me the last couple of days. I will be handing back. To Cass tomorrow. But love for all the support, and everyone have a good Friday. I don't think we'll do a watch along later because the games are absolutely garbage. So we will catch up with you tomorrow. Peace.